I gotta get myself excited, because if I don't, nobody else will. Welcome back to my channel. Hi. Familiar with some of the content that goes down around here. One of my favorites to do is drunk get ready with me. Woo! I do edit my own videos, so I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of woo, like clapping, someone clapping for me, so I'm gonna just clap for myself because we're not there yet. I'm Celly's, I'm 23, and I love to have a good time. And today we're gonna have a freaking great time. So if you're drinking with me, whether you're drinking water, Sprite, alcohol, whatever you're doing, let's do it together and let's have a good time, okay? I have this big thing. This is Humano Artisan Hands. I don't know. The benefits of this one is that it has, what was she saying? Oh, San Antonio, Texas. Hey! That's not why I got it. It said there was no additives. I don't remember the whole gist of it, but basically, for hangovers tomorrow, we do have in-laws and family coming in tomorrow, so I can't be hungover. I'm going to be hungover, but I'm not trying to be like horribly not moving hungover. Like, I'm okay with like, okay, my stomach hurts a little bit, but I'm still able to do stuff. So hopefully, this bottle does that. Hi, it's the next morning, and I will say, I look a little pale, but as far as the hangover is concerned, it's literally just a stomach ache. And I'm good. I can move, it's not as bad as like other hangovers have been. So 10 out of 10, I do recommend this alcohol. Hopefully I'm feeling good in the morning. Anyways, basically what I'm going to do today is we're going to drink this beautiful bottle. I have a green juice because my skin does break out really bad from alcohol. It breaks out from freaking anything, okay? I'm really trying these days. So it's probably the freaking makeup, but will I ever not wear makeup? Absolutely not. So I'm gonna have to find a loophole around that, but I got my green juice and I got my water, but I'm probably just gonna be chasing with this the whole time. And then I got my shot glass. Betty Shotty Clock. This one's from Key West. Woo! I might seem like I drink a lot of alcohol, but for the past like year, I've slowly, gradually like stopped drinking as much, and now I've kind of focused on like my mug collection every time I travel. But for the most part, we have a pretty big mug collection, and we have a pretty big tequila shot glass collection. I asked you guys for drunk get ready with me topics, which you guys wanted me to talk about. So I don't want to hear nothing every time. It's like, oh my god, who cares? Nobody asked. Da, da, da. Y'all gave me these questions, okay? Y'all gave me these questions. So I don't want to hear nothing about like, oh my god, why would she answer that? That's so messy. Yeah, y'all are messy, and I was just giving y'all what y'all wanted, okay? I'm doing my job. That's what I do here. I'm supposed to literally like make content that is enjoyable for y'all to watch. So if answering some of these juicy, messy questions are enjoyable, then that's what we're gonna do today, okay? We have a few. Are we ready? We have a few. Oh. No, we have more than, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Oh, it keeps going. It keeps going. We got so much shit to talk about, okay? So I'm super excited. Also, I'm gonna be trying to do my makeup throughout this video. It is 10:30 at night. I was smart about this decision, and I don't have any plans after this because before I've done a video like this in the middle of the day and it was horrible. My boyfriend was like, what is going on? I was like literally like blacked out drunk at 2 p.m. in the afternoon on a random Wednesday. Like, we cannot do that again. But today it's 10:30 at night. The only con to this for me is that I do have a lot to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to thug it out. But if I wanted to get this video out this week for y'all, today was my only day to do it. Okay, let's get into it. And if you also know, I don't cheat shots around here. My boyfriend was like, can you just like take shots of water? I'm like that defeats the whole point. Like, what are we talking about? Every time. Ignore. Kobe, what are you doing? Ignore him. Oh my god, it's already been freaking 5 minutes and I haven't even taken one shot. Are we? Woo! Woo! Let's do that again. Oh my god, the bottle's so pretty. It's giving like 1942, but in its own like orangey way. And if you guys see like my desk and everything, even like my pillows, like this bottle, so cute. Okay, that's how much we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to like There's a line right here, okay? That's one shot for me. Let's start with the first question. And to this question, I will be taking a shot because I get this question a lot. I've answered it a lot. I do see a lot of people supporting the antics and, you know, standing beside me and sticking beside me. And you guys are always, a lot of you guys have my back for this one. So, did I get work done to my butt? No. I don't know why everyone is always like, did you get your butt done? The lines under your butt look so weird, da 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 da. Like, I've had ass since like the 3rd grade. I remember like looking at my thighs and I was like, why are my thighs bigger? Not even that I'm like this thick, jumbo, thick, big booty girl. Like, it's not even that it's that. But I've just always had thighs and a butt. Like, it's always been that's just my genetics. It's always what it's been. Yes, I've gotten work done, but I've also been very transparent for the most part about what I've gotten done, okay? Whether it was I told you guys a year later or months later, I told you guys on my time, but done. There's no procedure that I've gotten done to my butt. I've never even done cupping, okay? And I feel like a lot of people always say like, oh, she did cupping, whatever. I feel like I see that the most. Or injections. First of all, injections are temporary. So I would have to be getting butt injections literally every like 2 years. That's just one thing. And I know that because a friend of mine did it and shared her experience. So that's just like off knowledge that I know. But I personally hate needles. I have no problem with going under and getting surgery because I don't feel any of it. But as far as like even me getting like lip filler, it is the most excruciating pain to me. So you think I'm gonna go every 2 years and get a bunch of stuff injected into my butt cheeks? No, it's not possible. Okay, that's one. 2, a lot of people say that I do cupping. I've also heard from an experience of a friend that I have that's done it. It moves cellulite around. So I'm not a big fan of cellulite, one, but if you're telling me there's a procedure that is gonna move it around and put it in different places that it's already not there, why would I want cellulite in places that I don't have cellulite? Like, I'm just not, that's another thing that I'm not gonna do. My butt, I'm so sorry to tell the people, the little haters back there in the back, I'm so sorry to tell you guys, I've gotten nothing done to my butt. That's it. I feel like you guys get it. Y'all got it so motherfucking twisted. And it's okay. I really don't even get angry about it. I think I did for a while. I would get upset about it. But now I'm just at the point where it's like, it's kind of a compliment that you guys think I went under and got my booty done, period. Next question. Do breaks work in a relationship? I don't know. That's like saying, is there Christmas without Santa? Like, no, girl. Breaks do not work in a relationship. I feel like, and if they do, when they do, I feel like the people that are doing it, one, they want to go do some fuckery and they want to just come back and be like, haha, I did it, I'm good, whatever. Or 2, they are very mature and they needed time to process, step back, love themselves, to come back for you. Like, to come back to you a whole better person. That I completely understand, that I'm all for. But the chances of that are very small to none. Like, in my lifetime, 23, again, I feel like I have not met anyone personally that has experienced a break and it was like healthy, if that makes sense. It also is the people that I surround myself with. I also these days, I really don't even surround myself with anyone. So I might not be having like the best amount of knowledge on this topic, but I personally could see where breaks do work. I could see that, but I feel like for the most part, it's for the wrong intentions, and you really have to make sure that the person that is asking for a break, or you guys are having a break, or whatever it is, you guys are on the same page, okay? It's not like, oh, we're taking a break and we're gonna work on ourselves, and then the person is like out there like messing with other people. Like, no. Okay, shot to that skis. This at the line, baby. We at number 2. I'm gonna put some in my mouth. Ooh. That was a lot easier. What's the next? My eyes are getting watery. Okay. This is Polite Society Los Angeles Blush Stick. This pink reminds me of like this Dior one that everybody loves. The Dior Rosy Glow. Yeah. That's what this, look at that. Ooh! Okay. Okay. T. It's crazy that like I could be at a monotone energy all day, but the second I come and film for my YouTube, I'm like, my soul finds me again. Like, I have excitement lit under my ass cheeks. Why don't we hang out with so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so? I guess I am a little bit messy for even answering this, but at the same time, y'all asked it. And at the same time, I don't care because I feel like people aren't in my life for valid reasons. Every single time is valid. I don't care. So if you don't see I'm not going to say names, but if you don't see certain people in my life anymore, and I've said this on my spam, I've said this on my main, I've said this on my Instagram, and I'm going to say it again, I'm going to stand on it. If y'all don't see certain people in my life anymore, it is for a valid reason. Just know I am very, very picky with my energy, and you guys know that from day one. If you know and you watch almost all my videos, you know that I'm so picky with my energy and I'm so exclusive with it. So I'd rather literally not be around anyone than be around someone that is just not for me, that you and I are not aligning. Why are we doing this? Like, I feel like so many people sacrifice their mental health to be around people just because they want to just be like, oh, we're cool. Like, no, I'm not. I feel like been there, done that so fucking long. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not forcing shit. I'm not I'm not doing that. So if you don't see me around people, it's for a valid reason, and I don't need to bring it to the internet because once upon a time they were a friend of me, and that is one thing that I'm always going to stand beside. You know, once you're a friend with someone and you share certain conversations with someone, just because we're not cool no more doesn't mean I'm going to go out, and that's something y'all need to learn. I'm not going to go out and be like, this bitch does this talks about this person. Like, I'm not going to do all that. For what? Because then that means I'm not a good friend. And at the end of the day, I could sleep at night knowing I was the greatest friend a bitch could ever have. Moving on. For this one, I'm not going to take a shot because just not, because I don't need to take a shot to answer this question. Opinion on mama boys. Mama boys? Mother boys. Opinion on mama boys? Opinion on mama boys. Is that a question? Like, is that like saying like, what's my opinion on mama's boys? Boys that love their mother. I don't know. But I can kind of, I'm just gonna answer that the way I feel like the question is being asked. I love a mama's boy. Like, I love. I know, I think within the first 4 or 5 months of Justice and I dating, I like made a TikTok gassing up mama's boys, right? Not knowing like anything about a mama's boy. Like, I don't think I've ever really been with someone other than Justice that is like really close to his mom. No. And I think that's a great thing. So I go and I like promote a video saying like, when he's a mama's boy, like hard eyes, whatever it was. Girls were tearing me into shreds, right? And I didn't understand until I started reading the comments, obviously. And I guess like some people just don't like that their mother is very close to their son in that way. I don't know. I get what you guys are asking, but for me personally, that's just, I don't have like a negative experience on like my boyfriend and his mother's relationship. Like, I just don't have that negative experience. So I don't think I have an answer maybe people that have issues are looking for. But what I can say is, I feel like my boyfriend is so understanding and so like, he gets girly things very well, if that makes sense. Like, he understands, okay, I'm a girl and I'm very sensitive and I have feelings and I have emotions and I'm very vulnerable, and when I'm vulnerable I need to be heard, and when I'm being heard, I want you to hold me. Like, he gets the little things that I feel like I've never really had before. So I think that's because he's a mama's boy and he has a really great relationship with his mother, and I'm very, very grateful for that, because there's not a lot of dudes out there like that. I'm so sorry. Like, if you're over here complaining, oh my god, my boyfriend's a mama's boy, like, you must have a different experience than I have, sis, because I love it over here. Thank you. And I could see where, like, if I wasn't cool with his mom, where it would be a little bit, like, tough, because he is super close with her. But I feel like I feel like his mom, my man's mom, Justice's mom, my boyfriend's mom, I feel like me and her have a great relationship, and she's so like with the vibes, like so with the vibes. So I just get her. And I don't know. I love her. And I really couldn't see myself with a different mother-in-law. What's next? I'm gonna take a shot now. I already knew that was gonna be like a hard question for me to answer, because I just get so emotional about my loved ones, you know? Tips on how to gain weight. Girl, I'm trying to lose weight, so I can't help you there. I gain weight very easily. I don't know why. I eat like shit for 2 days, boom, 10 pounds. So sorry that if you do have an issue with gaining weight. I do know that that is serious, and I do hope that you speak to a professional nutritionist and you handle that. But me personally, I'm trying to lose this weight. I'm trying to eat salads every day, baby. That's what I'm on. No hot Cheetos and cheese for me, late night snacky no mo. Ooh, I like this question. This one is shot. This one is screaming shot. Ooh, no. Ooh, I put too much. Ooh, I put too much. What is that for? Why was that one? All right, next few shots I take, before I keep talking, I'm gonna take them like a G, okay? I hate going out with the girl, and she like hates taking shots, right? One, I already hate that. That's already like, you're already like, don't come around me if you hate taking shots, because girl, I like to have a good time. When I'm out, I'm out. There's no like, oh, like I'm outside, but I'm not drinking. Like unless I'm like DD or something, cool. But for the most part, when I'm out, I'm out. Okay, we are taking shots. We are going feral. We are looking like crazy maniacs in the club. I don't care, okay? So, moving forward, when you see me take these shots, I'm gonna take them like a pimp, okay? I'm gonna straight face them. Shot, straight face, okay? And I really want you guys to learn that, okay? You guys really need to learn that. I hate going out with girls and they cannot take shots. And if they do take shots, they like make like the nastiest, like, face. Like, stop. You're making me feel like I need to make that face, and I don't want to make that face in the middle of the club. I'm trying to look cute. I'm trying to, like it was nothing. Light work, okay? Next shot, blackout, to the crib. You didn't text him, but you wanted to, but you didn't. You woke up proud. Have you guys ever had to cut off friends for them being too friendly or not respecting your relationship? Do you really want to know my answer? Do you really want to know my answer? Do you really want to know me? Okay. I feel like I cut someone off for like kind of being a little bit disrespectful, but they didn't know that's why I cut them off. Okay, so like I could have communicated a little bit better, but I had like 10 other reasons to like never speak to this person again. I was like, yeah, I'm never speaking to you again. Get off my phone. Did that, done that. But I also heard from my man that there was certain things that had went down that I just didn't appreciate. So on top of the 10 list of things that I already had about this female, me knowing those things in the back of my head added to the list. So technically, yes, people have gotten cut off for not respecting my relationship. But for the most part, we really don't have that issue. I feel like a lot of our friends are couple friends now. You know, and I think maybe in the beginning of our relationship, I did have some single friends lingering, and those lasted as long as, they didn't last, actually, so I couldn't even make up a freaking metaphor because I'm tipsy and my brain doesn't want to, like, work like that. It just doesn't, okay? Who asked who to move in first? I don't think Justice ever asked me, and now that I'm a little bit older, because I think I was, like, 19, 20 at the time, now that I'm, like, it's been like, now I'm 23, okay? My frontal lobe is developing. It's not fully there yet. It's still growing, and it needs to slow down because stress is stressing. Now that I feel like I have a better understanding of like serious relationships or whatever, I wish that I would have been asked in a bigger deal matter. It kind of just went down like, it was like 3 months in, it was 3 months into us dating. We were doing long distance. He lived in Arizona, and his lease was over, so he had to find a new spot, boom, in Arizona. He finds a new spot, and I'm flying back and forth from Miami because, mind you, we're only 3 months dating, so I'm not staying there. I'm like there for a week and going back home. He finds this new spot. It's a house. It's beautiful. It's like 4 bedrooms, whatever. And I'm like shopping with him this one random weekend. It's like 3-4 months of us dating, and I'm shopping with him, and I'm helping him pick up furniture. And then that same night, I remember like sitting outside with Raylene, right? And this is when, again, I'm first coming around. I'm just getting to know everybody, and I'm sitting outside with Raylene, and Justice kind of like calls us inside, and he's like, hey, where should I put this picture, right? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's your house. That's exactly what I said. I said, oh, I don't know. This is your spot. You pick, right? And because I didn't know, and I guess that was petty in a way, but I obviously had other like things lingering in my mind, like of him asking me questions like that, but wouldn't ask me to move in. So I was just like, oh, it's your spot. You figure, like, it's your spot. You figure out where you want your painting. I know, of course, he wanted my opinion, but in my head, I was like, this is your place. You put it where you want it. That's all my intent was behind that. And he ended up feeling some type of way about that and made this big deal about it. I was like, oh, what do you mean this is my place? I've been doing all of this and I've been asking you all these questions because I want you to make this feel like your place and I want you to feel comfortable. And then literally after that weekend, every time I would go back to Miami, I would just pack a bag. Then I brought my dog. Then next thing I know, my entire closet's out there. So it happened gradually and it was like that. But I always told him, I was like, oh, after the first year, I'm going back home. Like, I could do this year lease here, but after this lease is done for you, you can move to Miami. And he made that decision. Now we've been here for 2 years. We're about to be here for 3 years. Isn't that crazy? It's about to be 3 years of him living out here. I've lived here my whole life, but I mean, for a majority of my life. That's just crazy. Okay, we could do a shot because y'all have me reminiscing about old times. How do you keep it spicy? I'm not gonna take a shot because I'm not trying to make this. Did I take a shot last? How do I keep it spicy? I'm gonna keep it very short because, and I said this multiple times, I'm gonna keep it very short because I know that I have family members watching some of my content. Management, brand deals, you know, we gotta keep it very professional on this platform. I'm just kidding. How do I keep it spicy? We randomly, I'm not saying we do this all the time, but we randomly went to a sex museum not that long ago. And at the end, there's like a gift shop. I do recommend a sex museum, not even because it was like sexual or weird or anything. It was fun. Like, if you think like museums are fun, like the Museum of Ice Cream in Miami or like whatever, or like even the regular art museums, if you think those are a good time, I feel like the Museum of Sex like had a lot of like things to do, like kind of like games and stuff where it was like you were never bored in there. That's the only reason why I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was too sexual either. It wasn't like dicks flying in your face. Like, no, you'll be fine. So we ended up, recently what we came across where I feel like it was very, like, it made it exciting and spicy and cool. Apart from like toys and lingerie and just spicing it up, doing romantic shit, obviously, I will say get a book of positions. Okay? I'm just throwing it out there. That's all I have to say. Whew, I'm gonna sleep so good. I hate drinking, but I love that like drunk sleep. I love it. How do you feel about your man smoking with another girl, his best friend? Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Are we on 6, 5, or 6? Straight face. Cool. No, girl, no. Like, girl, absolutely not. If you have to say no, say no and say it twice, okay? Make it very clear that that is an absolute no. Fuck no. Don't mind that. It's personally not for me. But if you think you're gonna do that every day, you got me so messed up. That's not happening. 2, you think you're gonna do it often, then you're gonna do it with your girl best friend. Now, take 2 shots or talk about the rudest celebrity you've ever met. I have one in mind, but I'm trying to not be so toxic. And I'm not gonna name drop. I will name drop if I have to, but I'm avoiding name dropping at all costs, and I'm down to take 2 shots back to back to back to back. 6 or 7? I'm gonna just say 7 to make me feel better. 7. Straight face, ready? Okay. Straight face. Oh wait, straight face. Period. Take 4 shots. First of all, I'm not doing this because you got me so... I wouldn't even take 4 shots ever. Like, even though I'm on my 8th one. Take 4 shots if you don't want to spill your most deepest, darkest secrets. Love you, Sellies. Girl, if you really loved me, you wouldn't have told me to take 4 shots or tell my deepest, darkest secrets. That's what is not making sense to me. Let me just say my deepest, darkest secret. Okay, I'm just gonna say it because sometimes I hate. I feel like the older I get, the less that I want to I want to consume and just inhale and just keep inside. Like the older I get, like the less I want to just keep it internal. Like I want to yell shit, I want to scream shit, I want to let shit out. I feel like it's so toxic and so not good for me to hold shit in. And I feel like I've been doing a really good job lately. It's been like a month, I'm working on it, with communicating. So I'm just gonna share my deepest, darkest secret, okay? Okay, deepest, darkest secret that I don't think I've ever shared on the internet. I've done stuff with girls before. They were like, I think at the time, like 2-3 years older than me. So they were probably what, like in the 8th grade, and I was like in the 6th grade, I don't know. But I feel like that's something that I don't really share. I'll talk about it with like people that I know in real life. I'm like, and I'll share like some experiences that I had. But I feel like it was a very short-lived era. And the only reason I'm like, I think it's a big secret is because I don't share it like often. I don't make it like my personality trait. But I also feel like that moment in time, because obviously at the time I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I'm older and I can think back at certain things, like I'm like, oh, no wonder I was like so uncomfortable with dudes for a long time, because I thought the girl stuff was normal, because I experienced it so young and I just never shared that with anybody. But and that's okay. Like I think that's a pretty deep, dark secret. And I wasn't gonna take 4 shots. And also I don't mind sharing that experience, because I don't know how many other people have experienced that before and can say the same thing that I'm saying right now. I mean, I haven't really ever talked to someone and they've been like, oh yeah, same. But I feel like I also, again, I keep saying throughout this video, I don't have a lot of people around me. So yeah, I feel like that experience changed a lot for me. I feel like I'm healing from it. I'm 100% healed from that experience now. And I feel like Justice, my boyfriend, has just done a really good job at just being patient with me while I understood and got my mind wrapped around everything. For a long time, I was like, oh, I'm not trying to do that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Or, ooh, like I just wasn't into a lot of stuff most of the, like for some of the time. And I think it just took time and experiences and for me to communicate, hey, this is what I've been through. I don't know anything about it, but I want to move forward. I don't know. So that's that. That's one of my deepest, darkest secrets that I feel like nobody knows, that now if you're watching this entire video through, you will know. Is this one of those videos, you guys let me know in the comments right now, is this one of those videos that you are skipping? Is this one of those videos that you are sitting with a drink in your hand watching me? Is this one of those videos that you are enjoying? Let me know right now, because it is on my timestamp, it says 45 minutes. I've been sitting here for 45 minutes and I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I don't know what else I'm gonna incorporate in it, but I feel like we could take like a little break. Like it's been like 8-9 shots in. Let's take a moment. I just shared a deep, dark secret with you guys. Where are we at? What are the vibes? How are we feeling? Let me know in the comments right now. I'll give you guys some time while I blend this shit in. Okay, boom, hi. Next question. How can you tell if a girlfriend is genuine? I feel like time tells all, and I also feel like don't ignore the red flags. I feel like I have a very toxic trait of just like letting a lot of shit slide and just keeping my mouth shut. I'm not very like assertive and aggressive. I'm more like passive aggressive, where like you might see me distance myself. You might see me just like back, like you just might see me distance myself. So I feel like if you are trying to find genuine people in your life, just don't ignore the red flags. Don't be so passive. Just be like, say things that bother you when they bother you, either to them or to someone or to yourself, and be like, hey, this is bothering me about her. I need to step back. With that is me just internalizing and keeping so many things so internal for so long, that I have this trait of just like, when shit bothers me, I don't say anything, because I am so good at keeping shit to myself and keeping secrets and holding shit in, that when shit bothers me, I just would rather not say anything and just freaking struggle in the inside. That's something that I'm learning right now to stop doing. I'm not doing that anymore. That's why I'm really not around that many people, because like, you are all triggering to me, because I want to say something about everything. Now I'm in the era where I want to say something about every single thing. I don't like the way you breathe, actually. That's just what I'm on right now. So y'all are gonna have to be patient with me. But yeah, if you can tell someone's genuine, I feel like time tells all. An experience or two. I would love to give you guys examples, but I feel like they're too spot on. And I feel like there's just a lot of ops just watching everything I do these days. I hate a girl. Let me just say this. I wasn't gonna say anything, but let me say this. I hate a girl that is a bitch. Like, bitch, be a bitch. Like, be a bitch all you want. Get whatever you want from a trick, do whatever you need to do for you. Do all, like, be confident, be that girl, have that energy, cool. But when you come over here towards me with an energy that's very entitled, very demanding, this, and this, I'm that girl, I got motion, cool, have that. But come correct, okay? Because I'm all that in a bag of chips. So if you're talking to me crazy, and I'm very grounded when it comes to like how I carry myself when I'm around people. I'm not flaunting shit. I'm not throwing shit in people's face. I'm not like, oh, I got this. I'm just not like that. So when it's done to me, I can't stand. I'm not going for it. Personally, I don't want to be around that. I don't think it's cute. I'm absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. And I just can't be around girls like that anymore, because it's like, is this a competition, bitch? Do you want my life? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's the tea? I think it's shot time, because we're getting deep. We're getting deep. And I don't like this. This is like deeper than deep for me. If this might not seem deep to y'all, it's because, again, I don't talk about a lot of my issues, a lot of my problems, a lot about nothing of value for real. I be joking around a lot. But when it comes to talking about like what I go through, I don't talk about it a lot. So this is deep shit to me. So I'm ready for another shot. Thank you. So what's the next question? Do you want babies? And if yes, how many? I'll take a shot to some babies. I couldn't even finish that. Straight face. Wait. They don't love you like I do want kids now. I want kids with my man. My man wants kids. And I know he would be the most amazing father, partner, everything. Like, he is so attentive, so caring, so just caring. Did I say that already? I don't know. I could just see where he would be a really great dad. And I pay attention to detail, so I will handle all the logistics of a baby, okay? All you gotta do is clean their shit. I mean, I'll do that once or twice, but I'm not doing that every time. That's funny because we have a baby that just moved into us across the hallway. And we haven't had neighbors this entire time. We have not had neighbors for the whole 2 years that we lived here. And now we just got a new neighbor. And I think she's a single mom. I'm not sure. I've only seen her and the baby. And I only hear the baby. So there's a brand new baby that moved in right next to us, our first neighbor of 2 years. And she's constantly crying. And I'm not complaining. I understand, like, babies, newborns cry, but in Justice and I's head, like, we're always like, oh my god, does she need milk? Like, oh my god, does she need a pamper change? Like, oh my god, did her mom pick her up? Like, for her to be crying that long of a time, like, it's literally like continuously. I'm like, oh my god, is she colicky? Maybe her mom doesn't know she's colicky. Maybe her mom doesn't know what colicky is. Like, obviously I'm not gonna overstep and like go knock on the lady's door and be like, hey, what's going on over there? But just with like some of our conversations that we've had, I just know it's gonna be perfect. I'm not even scared. I feel like when I first started dating him, I was scared for like more of the birth part. But now I'm seeing everybody pop babies out like it's nothing. I'm like, oh, if these girls can be popping out babies like it's nothing, so can I, because I'm strong, period. Okay, this question I feel could go one or two ways, and I'm only gonna answer a few after this because I feel like my brain cells just minusing per the second. Like, okay, do you think you would ever want to move back to Arizona? Shot time. In regards to this question, I tell Justice this, I kid you not, every 3 to 5 business days I'll bring up this topic because in my heart, I know how much I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, 10 shots? Are we at 10? That's sick. I'm gonna cry. I know how sick physically close I am to my family. Like, even thinking about my mom, thinking about my dad, like, I will literally cry. And I know how much they mean to me, and I can only imagine, already knowing how close his family is to him. I'm gonna cry. How important it is for everybody, how important it is for everyone to be together, for his family as well. And I don't think one family over the other family. I don't think, like, I'm not thinking like that. This is just such a sensitive topic. I don't even know. I'm not going to say too much because it is something that I'm currently going through and dealing with and have to deal with every single time the conversation gets brought up within our families, like whether it's on his side or my side. It's just such a hard topic because obviously we would love to be in both places at once. I tell Justice all the time that I would 100%, if that was something that was a decision that me and him both made together, I would move back there. Obviously it would be like the hardest thing for me to do. For one, I've already did that. I've tried it and it was extremely difficult for me. I was extremely depressed. It was also a very different time in my life. I feel like I'm in such a different state of my mind now where I hope I wouldn't be as sad as I was as me being out there. I feel like Justice and I are way stronger as well. That's one. Two, out here, I feel like we haven't even though we've been here for 2 years, I feel like there's so much more for us to do and accomplish. And I really don't know how I would see myself raising a kid and not being in the same city as my mom or my dad. I don't know if I see that possible. But obviously I give Justice the room and the opportunity and the option, and I always say I'm so open-minded to whatever decisions he wants to make, and hey, let's talk about it, and we can go back and forth about it all day. If that was the better decision for our relationship to go back over there, then that's a decision we will make. I'm pretty sure it's Miami for right now. It's just very sensitive because I feel like that's the only thing that I will literally cry about. Like, that's the only thing that I feel like in our relationship that is so tough for us. It's like every time our families are brought into shit or like topics are brought up about our families, it's so hard because we are both so emotionally attached to our families, obviously, and obviously he appreciates my family, I appreciate his, so I will always respect any decisions that he comes to, and he will always respect any decisions that I come to. It's just hard, you know. These are things that we didn't think out. Like, when we did first start seeing each other, we didn't think of these things. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, why? How did we not think about, like, oh, what are we gonna do? We're seeing each other and we live literally across the country. Like, I'm from Miami, he's from Arizona, like literally like the opposite sides of the country. Like, how did we not process, like, we are from two different places across the country. We're gonna have to make a decision on where we live. Obviously, long term, we want places in both spots. And that's that. I can take a shot to this partner now. Oh. Filling. Ooh, I cracked both sides. I'm floating. Can I be so transparent? Can I be so transparent? Yes or no? Bitch, I don't hear nobody saying yes, so I'm not really going for it. I'm not going for it. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Me and Justice just went through something like literally last week, and it wasn't like deep or like detrimental to our relationship. I just feel like you always need a refresh, you always need a restart, you always need a cute date night, you always need a moment to like step back and realize like what's cute, what's real, what it is, what it's not, whatever. Not that long ago, I felt like we were just work. Every time we would like even go to film something, it's like hey, let's film something, then we would just go on our phones, post, edit it, and then it'd be like his brand, my brand, what are we doing? It was just always work. It was like work for like a week straight, and nothing really seemed real to me during that period of time. I kind of was like, not that it didn't seem real, nothing just was giving romantical, and I'm a very sensitive, vulnerable girly, and so as soon as I feel something in my heart that is out of place, I'm gonna communicate about it. And I feel like that's something that helps our relationship for the best, is like I'm very quick to be like, hey babe, like let's do this, this, and this. So I kind of shared with him recently, I was like, hey, like this week has been like a lot of work stuff. Basically, I wasn't so happy about how everything was work. Literally, he was like, babe, I hear you. I am so sorry. I completely agree. I understand. Again, Love it. Love it here. I love it here. And literally that day, we spent a lot of quality time together. We went throughout the whole day without really being on our phones, maybe checking like a notification or two, which is great. We went throughout our phones, and then we started the week, and literally it was like a Monday, and he was like, because I told him this maybe like on a Saturday, and it was like Monday, and he was like, I'm gonna take you out. And I was like, you wanna take me out? And he was like, yeah, be ready by 8. And I was like, love it. Got you. Boom. And it was the cutest day ever. Of course, we got like a photo, like some content into it too, but for the most part, like as soon as we took our photos and we did whatever we did whatever we wanted, phones were down, and I had the most beautiful little date dinner, and I had beautiful like rest of the night where we just talked and had quality time together and touched on stuff that, you know, like when phones are in front of, like on our noses, we're not mentioning, we're not talking about. And I don't know if this goes for like other couples that are working and that like they're so consumed with their work, basically, that you get so consumed with your work that you forget, like, oh my god, I have this amazing person next to me, let me be a great partner, and let me put my phone down, let me put my laptop down, whatever it is, and let me take a moment to be like, hey babe, I love you, how are you feeling, what's your vibe been this week, what are you looking forward to? Like, you always need to refresh, you always need to restart, you always need a moment. And I feel like my mental has just went like skyrocketed since. Like, I just feel good when I'm loving me and I'm getting loved right. I feel like life is worth living. Ooh, life is worth living. Where is he? Speaking about it, it's been like an hour and it's hot. Shot number 10. Okay. How was your high school, college experience? You just had to be there. Take a shot every time you sing while talking. Why do I feel like I've done that? Wait, is this the final look? Every time I gotta sing, I take a shot. Is that what that means? Like, me just having like great song analogies from my motherfucking moments? Don't be jealous, but I feel like since we're on shot number 10, and I feel like I've most definitely sang. I know for a fact that I've sang a few times. So I will take 2 just to make it even. 3 tips to give about friendship and life. Love you, babes. Okay. 3 tips to give about friendships and life. 1, always be a real bitch. Always stick beside your bitch, period. And if you cannot, you do not need to have a friend. You need to go love yourself some more before you're a good friend to anybody else. Be real. Be real. 2, wingman. Be a great wingman. If your friend's single and she's been single for like 5 years, like my best friend, be a wingman. She needs to figure that shit out. 3, always make time for your loved ones, especially your friends. I feel like I love having my best friend. She's always there whenever I need to talk about anything, whenever I need to vent, whenever I want to have a girls' day, whatever she needs something, whenever she needs anything, I'm here. We're always here for each other. So that part. Take a shot if you and Justice done it in public. Never. Sucios. How do you deal with friendship breakups you miss? You know what my toxic trait is that like I miss 9 out of 10 of the girlies that I'm not cool with anymore. Because for the most part, I didn't do shit wrong. So I really just had to like stop loving the person or stop stop caring for the person immediately. Like I just literally had to cut it cold turkey because of the other person's actions. Yes, I love myself, so I will always cut you off where you left me messed up. Like I love myself, so I love myself so much that I will always leave you where you had me messed up. But for me, for the most part, I don't really do anything to any of these people. Not to be like, oh, she's playing victim. Like, bitch, no, it's facts. Like, I promise y'all, if I could come on here and I would. It's facts. And I feel like for the most part, I just end up heartbroken because I'm like, oh my God, I would have never done this to you. I would have never made you feel like this. I would have never. So for the most part, it ends up with me being heartbroken, but that's okay because I feel like just being an army brat, if you didn't know, yes, I'm an army brat. I literally have lived like 12 different places, 12 different states, went to 5 different freaking middle schools, high schools, whatever it was. middle schools and elementaries. I feel like I have a trait of being able to just get over people quickly, and whether I like it or not, I feel like sometimes it does work out in my benefit. So I'm not mad about it. Quote you live by: good vibes only. Good vibes only. My dad says it all the time. I instilled that into my life. I like to keep the arguments short. Good vibes only. I don't like being in a weird state of mind. I feel like your brain and you and your body and everything you go through, you have to treat you like a temple. I promise y'all. You have to treat yourself like a temple. And if you don't, you will feel the repercussions. We are so important. Everything you put into your body, everything you feel, everything you go through has an effect on yourself. So just know that good vibes only. If you could avoid conflict, avoid it. If you could look the other way, cool, whatever it is, do that. Good vibes only. Are you guys tired of me? My first camera battery just died, so I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half. I know you guys are tired of me. No. No. No, I just changed the battery. Good. Huh?
You smell good.
I lit my candle.
Alright. I'm just grabbing some water. I'm gonna sit in the sauna for like 5
I'm gonna sit in the sauna.
Drunk? It actually says you can't be in the sauna drunk. Like,
I'm not
after
drunk.
drinking. Shut the fuck.
I wanna go.
I swear to God.
Hi.
Alright, y'all. So Elise is about to get up off here.
And you won't take a shot.
She's gonna try the sauna.
Do I smell like alcohol?
No, not really. You don't even seem like you took 11 shots.
Mm-mm.
That's good. That means that it's some good tequila.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why are you looking at me like that? Punching.
For sure.
Anything important you want to say?
Big Sue. Okay.
All right, y'all. Say I love you.
Love you.
Doses.
Ah.